evening, everyone. On behalf of the administration and the student body of Arlington High School and Athletic Director John Bowler, welcome to Peirce Field for tonight's Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer matchup between the visiting Minutemen from Lexington High School and your Arlington Spy Ponders. Tonight is senior night for the Arlington High School Girls Varsity Soccer team, when we honor not only the Arlington seniors who play for the team, but also the parents and families who have stood by and cheered for and supported them all along the way, from the sidelines of Bishop, Thorndike, McLennan, Hills Hill, and countless others, all the way to Peirce Field. But first, introducing the coaching staff for Arlington. In his third year at the helm, the Spy Ponders are led by head coach Mike Shenna. And in her first year as assistant coach, Berta Nara. And now it's time to meet and recognize your Arlington High School Girls Varsity Soccer senior class. Wearing number 0, Cece Bagnall. Cece is accompanied by her parents, Kristen and Alex. Wearing number 11, Eileen Lucas. Eileen is accompanied by her parents, Susan and Brian, and her sisters, Bridget and Betty. Wearing number 00, Molly Mojo Maxwell. Molly is accompanied by her parents, Sarah and Joe, and her brother, Keegan. big round of applause for your Arlington High School girls varsity soccer seniors, class of 2026. Congratulations to all the seniors and best of luck to both teams in tonight's match. Good evening and welcome to Peirce Field at Arlington High School for senior night and this ACMi sports production of Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer. I'm Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan, and on the cameras today are Dean Regret and Josh Zykorie, and of course a great crew from ACMi Sports overseeing the production. Today, the 8-3 and 5 and 23rd in the state ranked Arlington Spy Ponders take on the 12-4 and 1 and 13th ranked Lexington Minutemen. Spy Ponders coming off a 0-0 draw versus Woburn in their last match, and Lexington looking to bounce back from a 2-0 loss to Belmont last week. So, Jeff, despite a 0-0 result at Lexington in the away fixture, on paper this match really favors the Minutemen. Higher ranking, better record, better goal differential, more shutouts. And look, usually at this point, as is usually this point in the season against a league rival, huge match for both teams. Senior night here for Arlington, trying to come away with a big win for the seniors, also improve their rankings in the power rankings. You know, Lexington, as I said, sort of 13th, looking to move up in those power rankings as they get ready for the tournament. So what are your thoughts on what Arlington has to do here to, overcome a really good Lexington side?
I mean, when we easy for me. When we played Lexington earlier this season, truthfully, they reminded me of a high-end club team. These girls knew what everyone else on the field was doing. The balls were all to feet. They were on the carpet. They looked great. I mean, I thought it was a win to come out of that game with a 0-0 draw because, truthfully, I think we might have had one opportunity to really put some pressure on them. I think what has to get better tonight is I think they have to clean it up a little bit out of the back. There've been 2 or 3 plays in each of the last few games where dangerous plays, hold the ball a little too little, bad turnover in the middle of the field, and some of the teams we've played just haven't been able to capitalize. They need to clean it up out of the back, and then whatever opportunities they get in the front half, they've got to capitalize. They got to get shots off quickly. They got to put them on net, make the goalkeeper make a save. So, ultimately, but I think for me against a team like this, it starts out of the back. I just don't see winning this game in a shootout.
Yeah, and Spy Ponders maybe having a little bit of trouble scoring, maybe with the exception of Belmont, interestingly.
Yeah.
Putting some goals in against a really good Belmont team. Unfortunately, dropped that game 3-2. But, really need to find that scoring touch, especially as getting tuned up for the postseason. And, Jeff, looks like we've got all the seniors starting in the starting lineup, which is great to see out there. Ball gets played back to Hannah Berry, out to Spector. And it's just out of play in front of the Lexington bench.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing for the Spy Ponders, and while it's certainly not their normal, player alignment, when you move Addie Darling as the 4th back, just based on how well she plays and everything she brings on the field, you're not really losing anything on the back line. You just give it up a little bit with, whatever the swap is out for her, because wherever she goes, she's going to be a plus player.
So is that a tactical change then from Coach Mike Shen? I know obviously mixing up a few of the starters here with the seniors, and we have seen Addie Darling playing in an outside back position, a couple of times. I know against sort of Woburn, but obviously I've played against Lexington before and know that they bring some good speed and ability up top, and putting Addie back there might be the reason.
It definitely could be. You're right, because we've definitely seen him do it a few times. I mean, prior to you saying that, my expectation was he would move her back up front whenever he started to make substitutions. But like you said, right, we've seen plenty of times where she just stays on the back line for the first half, and then he'll mix it up in the second.
And I'll add, I don't mind that, because she has the ability to get up and down the field like no other. So yeah, she's going to be primarily defense, helping on defense, but in the blink of an eye, she'll be in the offensive third contributing.
Yep.
Service from the near side out to the far post. Look to be some little bit of pushing in the box there. Ref allows play to continue. Looked like Radostos was being held up there in the box. Lucas does well to get a foot in there, but it will be a Lexington throw in front of the scores table. Spy Ponders can't keep it in play.
Lexington in possession. Darling looks to clear lines, finds Lucas. Up to Stern. Stern lays it off to Darling now. That will go out of play. Nice flick on from Radoslovic. Stern battles. Matheson takes over. Barry controls well. She lets one fly over the top there. And I like CC Bagnall right there, waiting for any rebound. It's great.
Goalkeeper knows where to go, right?
I love that idea.
Really nice control from Hannah Barry. Can't quite find the target. Lexington opts to go short. Get up to Myers, but Lucas is there. Niles, well done. Finds Lucas, good touch. Now Stern. Well, looks to play it upfield. Spy Pawners will need to get back. Dahlia Carr,
Great
really
job.
good speed. Maxwell out to collect. Really good stuff from Dahlia Carr.
Using just enough body without using too much body.
There are very few people in this league that can beat Dahlia Carr in a foot race.
Radostos as well to get up. Bagnall gets a foot in. Good win from her. Good turn from Wharton in the midfield. Barry's back, gets it out to Spector. Now Wharton again. And good defense from Micah Niles. Ortiz de Rosa. Shot goes wide. Early opportunity for Lexington, but no shots on target here. 5.5 minutes into the match.
Both teams finding the net behind the goal so far.
Do we typically find that one harder to find?
I'll be honest, Jeff, that one's probably the more realistic option.
That's the more, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't get anything for it.
Lexington throw on the far side. Played into Veronica Wu. Ortiz Rose doesn't quite get a touch. Good job from Ella Radoslovic. Finds Bagnall. And well stood up by Micah Niles. But Lexington back in possession. And that's going to be whistled off. Luke, did you have that offside?
I did have that offside, and I was waiting for the call. Bit of a delayed hand signal, but I mean, hey, I'd rather the right call than nothing at all.
Good touch from Matheson. Bagnall looking for the overlap.
Jeff, is this too far for the Spectre long throw?
Just a hair?
Yeah.
Good turn from Wharton. He'll play direct. Carwell position. Barry controls. And this will roll all the way to Imogen Pym. The junior gets the start in net for the Minutemen tonight. And referee is going to call a handball there. And I think
It's
the
arguably the first
referee
handball of the
needs a new whistle.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to Arlington's Chris Carlsmith about the Fox 40 whistle down on the bleachers. But yes, that was hard to hear, right? Same thing in the game before.
But literally, I feel like that was the first handball call of the season in a Spy Ponder game.
We've had lots of claims, both for and against.
Yes. Yep.
I would agree with that call. That one seemed pretty obvious. Bounced up. Her hand was away from her body.
Yeah.
Direct play from Lexington, won by Stern. And does well to get to the second ball. Darling has to clear the lines. Ortiz de Rosa, but falls to Darling. Caval plays it out of the back, switches fields. Spector in a foot race. It's with Gallagher, does really well. Finds Matheson. And that will go out of play. Blocked by Lucas. Well won from Hannah Berry. And a good idea from Stern, unlucky there.
Oh,
good team defense from the Spy Ponders, just that little bit of hold up. Addie Darling slowed the play down, allowed Radosevich to get back and win that ball. Bounces over Matheson. Lexington gets it out to the wide channel. Good step from Niles. Well read from Radosevich. And Jeff, I'm just seeing a lot of kind of back and forth in the central midfield here.
yeah.
Well, one from Stern. Now Darling.
You know, I'm usually fairly critical of the way Arlington moves the ball, and that, like, you know, it's a lot of kickball, it's a lot of balls way too high in the air that are way too hard.
Great job from Lucas.
And the thing that's interesting tonight is I really feel like Arlington's doing, by and large, a really good job of moving the ball on the ground. But the size and speed of Lexington.
Oh. She looked onside.
Far side.
And there's a goal from Lexington. And I have to say, seeing that play develop, I don't know if the Arlington backs seem to get sucked in to the, like, almost together. We'll watch the replay here.
Yeah.
And a really nice finish. Maxwell comes out.
And that came 10 seconds after Arlington's best offensive spell of the half.
So Spy Ponders down 1-0 early here. 10 minutes into the match. Breen is dispossessed. Now Barry is back in. DeRosa. Maxwell come out and get this. And Jeff, that's a tough one to concede too.
Goal scored by number 16, Ava Myers.
You know, a bit of some tactical changes with all the seniors starting.
Yep.
Not quite the same personnel, and you know, almost kind of get through that first shift, and a just unfortunate goal against. Stern can't quite track this down.
Yeah, and it's too bad, right? I mean, Darling was there. She just got caught on the wrong side.
She did.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, right, like, you look at it, and again, right, she still almost made up for it just because of her speed and her general physicality and toughness. But again, you can understand how that happens when you're not normally playing right back. So just, you know, positioning, location. Again, I have no doubt if she did it again, she'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, I need to be a foot and a half over on the other side. But
to her credit, she set up that offensive play. She made that great run into the middle, get a great diagonal ball out to Lucas, cross in the middle. And, yeah, it was a great counterattack from the Minutemen.
And that's if you're Arlington. Sorry, Jeff.
No, go ahead.
If you're Arlington, and this goes for every outside back and every player on the field. If you see an outside back make a run forward,
someone's got to fall back and
someone
cover.
needs to cover.
Exactly.
And that's, I think, kind of was a bit of the downfall there for Arlington on the counterattack. Was no one really did anything wrong. It was just a slight non-communication.
Yeah, and Darling made the right play by going forward.
Exactly.
And Phil pointed out too, right? Like it looked like the rest of the defense all got sucked off, kind of into the same general area. So you put it all together, and it just, as a team, there's a breakdown. It certainly was not one person.
Kavya Thiagaraja comes in. She'll play the 6.
I like Thiagaraja there at the 6. She's very good at just getting the ball on the ground and finding her teammates.
And there's that weak side again. Another opportunity. And that one is snuffed out.
Wow.
But Spy Punters didn't learn a lesson the first time. Same play. Great weak side run, counterattack. Breakaway. Maxwell does well to save that one. But look, that should have been 2-0.
Yeah. If you're going to let Lexington get opportunities like that, it's going to get out of control quick.
And to Lexington's credit, they found the weakness immediately.
Well, now that one was interesting, though, right? Because that one actually looked like more of like a through ball or like a ball over the top of a high line.
I saw offside there.
A little late.
Well, it was that was actually the second whistle. The first one was not heard. And yeah, here's the replay. I mean, that's fantastic presence of mind of Dahlia Carr to kind of just cover for her goalie there.
Yeah.
I mean, she saw Maxwell on the ground and immediately got on the goal line and was able to, as Phil said, snuff that out.
Niles looking for Keneally, who's in the game. Sorry, Lexi O'Brien. Apologies. So O'Brien, Zykorie, and Darling across the top now. All the top 3 goal scorers for the Spy Ponders this year. O'Brien and Darling with 6, Zykorie with 5. So Coach Mike Shenna hoping we can get some goal scoring from these 3 who now lead the line. Nice move from Wu.
That was phenomenal.
Great diagonal ball, and Lexington just finding those weak spots, as you said, Luke. Shot! Great save from Maxwell.
What a save.
Dives to her right. Arlington.
Yeah, and I mean, let's start with the ball out wide by Wu, and yeah, that's a great save from Maxwell. That's a ball you kind of dream of hitting, rolling slowly to the top of the 18, and she really didn't do much wrong with it. It was just Maxwell was up for the task.
No, I mean, low and on the post, right?
Yeah.
The referee might want to put this ball in the, there we go.
And Jeff, as I would say, on target. Anything on target.
Another corner for the Minutemen from this near side. Play to the far bar.
That's good service.
And great run in from, I believe that was Ortiz de Rosa.
She looked largely unmarked on that, right?
I don't know about you guys. It kind of looked like Arlington was a bit flat-footed as everyone on Lexington made a run. There was a lot of people in red shirts kind of standing still as a sea of white was coming in.
So a corner from the other side now. Ortiz de Rosa almost got on the end of that one. We'll take this kick. Almost goes for the Olympico there, which we have seen at Peirce Field before.
Many times on Peirce Field. I believe a phantom touch has been called.
How?
It was
Arlington. I can't even get words out.
It
That was so.
I think it popped the bubble of Lexi O'Brien on the back post there, but nothing more.
So corner after corner for the Minutemen from the near side again. And a nice up there free header on that far post. Can't quite get it on target. Spy Ponders allowed to exhale here as they'll take the goal kick.
Is that Eliza McGowan?
McGowan in the game for Radoslavich. And Addie Darling gets control. Let's get a cross in. Lexington with numbers back. Good step from Spector. Does well to win the throw.
And it's that intensity from Addie Darling that I wish was a little bit more infectious.
Yep.
We tend to see it in like the last 5 minutes of a 1-goal game.
Yep. You need all 10 of the field players doing
Yeah.
that for 80 minutes.
Darling gets dropped. Ref says play on.
I think it was just a battle there in the midfield.
Good work from Lucy Breen. Does really well to win that from Ortiz de Rosa. Great work from the sophomore.
Ooh.
And she's dropped as well, and refs are letting these shoulder-to-shoulder plays go. More space for Lexington now. Another awfully close play there. And that's clearly offside.
Then I'll go to Maxwell.
And the Lexington players knew it.
I mean, Lexington feels like the one team that we've seen all year where you need to go shoulder to shoulder, but every player who you're going to match up with shoulder to shoulder
Pim out.
is bigger and stronger and faster.
Well, I would say it was a good battle with Lucy Breen. So
Yes.
Breen won the first ball, came back to made a nice move. DeRosa had recovered and got the ball back, and it was two good shoulder-to-shoulder plays.
Yeah.
And Jeff, speaking from very
Good job,
Nice
Carr.
job from Carr.
I was gonna say, Jeff, speaking from very personal experience, you might be smaller, but you got
You can get in underneath.
You can get in underneath, but you got to play 2 heads bigger than you are.
Yes.
Like-
Agreed. You just keep going, right?
Yeah,
And you're going to lose some, but you're going to win some.
exactly.
Lexington did a really good job exploiting those wide channels, getting the ball in behind the Arlington defense. Delia Carr makes a good play there, but gives up another corner. And a really good run in, and as they try and teach you, you need to head the ball down.
Yeah, but it's been very dangerous service. Who is that? Number 3 on Lexington?
Well, and you get like the way that Lexington attacks the ball.
Yeah.
They've won 3 or 4 headers in a row now.
You don't need to come up with 4 or 5 different corner kick plays. They put everyone at the back corner, and you make your run in, and it works.
Nice switch of fields from Darling. Now O'Brien. McGowan. Back to O'Brien. Good ball across.
Oh, what a
And what a great
combination.
play. Great combination from the Spy Ponders, as my
I-
co-commentator Jeff just mentioned. Fantastic work.
I'll be honest, that was probably the best bit of play I've seen
See the
all season.
replay
Here's
here.
the replay. That's a phenomenal ball from Lexi O'Brien into the middle. Good all around, both teams.
And that was Lessa just getting a foot on it and forcing a save out of Pim. And Spy Ponders win a corner here.
But that started with a switch in our defensive third from Addie Darling.
O'Brien goes to the near post and just played out.
And what was
So
nice
they could
about
do
that,
it
right,
again.
was like, and again, from where she was, it probably made sense, but like Lessa didn't look like she even hesitated where she was going to try to trap it, get a little bit of space. It was like, no. I'm in the right spot. Get a foot on it. Get a foot on it, send it somewhere near the post, make the goal, make the goalkeeper make a play.
You really couldn't have done much more there.
No.
Cross comes in from Spector, where she's picked up a number of assists this season. Ball bounces around, Breen. And Lexington now
And see-
at a bit of 6s and 7s.
I don't know if you can say that now in 2025.
I
don't know.
I know.
Jeff,
I was debating.
I know it's that is a term, but it's
too bad,
kind of been ruined.
It's too bad that the other it's taken over 6-7. Anyway,
6-7.
here is Zykorie. Good look to Darling. Looks to open up for a shot, and Lexington is forced to clear the lines.
And this is where Lexington are dangerous.
Just
Thea Garaja does well to slow things down. Ortiz de Rosa now. Well done from McGowan. Lexington again. Spector battling Moeller there on the far side. Lexington throw. "17 minutes remaining in this first half. Lexington with a 1-0 lead. Arlington weathering a bit of pressure. Maxwell coming up with some big saves. Another chance for Lexington over the top.
Field goal.
Judging from the past 5 minutes, there are a lot more goals in this game. I'll tell you that right now. But I think past 5 minutes for Arlington have been good, and I think mentally they've kind of proven to themselves that they can break through and break the lines.
Maxwell goes out towards Darling. And Lessa does well. Good physical play from Lexington to win the ball. That was Zykorie. She stood up. Can't quite find the feet of Zykorie. Good first touch. And looking for that weak side again. Trying to get behind the defense. Breen positioned well this time.
It's well done by Lucy Breen.
Like that work from O'Brien coming back.
Wow.
Lexington really have these diagonal balls dialed in.
I mean,
they're hard to defend.
They're hard to defend, and they are putting them like basically within like a 3-yard box around the intended target.
Lexington still in control, looking to get shot off towards the top of the box. Arlington can't clear the lines. Dahlia Carr finally says, "I've had enough." And she'll just release some of the pressure there.
And this is where, if you're Arlington, you kind of get up and try to pin Lexington in their defensive zone.
Zykorie does well to win that. Now finds Darling. Puts on the brakes. Good cross in. Ortiz de Rosa now. They'll just go direct. No numbers this time for Lexington. Goes out of play.
I believe it's going to be a kick because the Lexington substitute came onto the field and handled the ball. And as you can see, she is embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional.
That's a new one on Peirce Field this year, right, Jeff?
I'm not seeing that. Yeah,
that is a new one.
And this is why.
And I feel bad for her. I mean, the ball was going out of bounds.
We think. We'll never know.
We will never know.
We'll never know.
Do we get a replay?
Huh? That sucks.
Good pressure from O'Brien. Forces the turnover. McGowan keeps control. By Ponders really do have to play quicker.
I mean, Lexington's just sprinting to the ball. Every time an Arlington player has it, there's a Lexington player sprinting.
Nice ball over the top. Micah Niles is there, and that will be off of Lexington for a Spy Ponder throw. Good defensive play by the junior.
And if we are going by rules, entering the field of play without the referee's permission is it's a black and white yellow card. No way around it. So referee was a bit lenient there, but if we are going by the book, that should have been a yellow card.
I love to follow the rules as much as anyone. But if we're not going to see yellow cards for elbows to the ribs, playing through people's backs, and some other very questionable plays we've seen over the course of this season, I would be a little bit horrified if a ref ever pulled a card for that in this kind of game.
You're not wrong.
I agree with Luke, though. I thought the same thing. That was a...
No, I mean...
Maxwell.
But yes, we play on, and that's something that's going to affect very little in this game.
Luke, if you were reffing this game, what would you have done?
Card.
Oh, it would have been a yellow card.
And when they objected, it would have gone to red.
No. There would have been no objection. It would have been a bit of a... There would have been humor added to the yellow card.
A shake of the head.
Shake of the head and just a quick explanation, and then we get on with it. Just like we're going to do now. We're going to get on with it. That's in the past.
DeRosa, great ball across.
That was into the danger zone there.
But I tell you, Lexington just looking to exploit this near side. Nice cross again, DeRosa. Just past the post.
The corridor of uncertainty is definitely giving us some problems tonight.
The corridor, whatever you want to call it. But the corridor of uncertainty, it's really just been the corridor of certainty, which has been the left side.
Yes. They've exploited it.
They've exploited the corridor of certainty on the left side.
Which then leads them into the danger zone.
Correct.
Tessa McCulloch in the game now.
Tom Cruise playing volleyball on a beach.
And she'll get a shot at defending that near side.
Be a good time to give a shout out to our viewers at UMass Amherst and those possibly from Saratoga Springs.
Could have some viewers there tonight.
We could. And possibly from Endicott College. We'll never know.
Stoppage of play here as the referee checks on something and now allows play to continue with just over 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Lexington with that 1-0 lead. Radosevich back in the game as well.
It's a good bit of skill from Radosevich there to get out of that.
Cavallo just plays it out and McCulloch into Theagaraja. Callahan comes away with that, but Darling now will go for far opportunity, but gets a shot away. Pim really hasn't been tested in this first half.
Well, aside from the one very good save,
Vicky Less's.
The one fantastic save.
But aside from that.
Yes, aside from that. Like I said before.
She hasn't been tested more than once.
Once.
Yes. But that one test, that was a final exam right there.
Carr wins the header. Out towards Spector. Theagaraja is held up, and that looks like a clear foul. Our referee expert, Luke Ryan, surely thought that was a foul.
As did many fans, but
nice ball, really nice ball from Spector.
As we say, ball don't lie, as Darling runs up the field.
Just the refs.
Cross in towards Zykorie. Heavy touch, but only as far as Theagaraja. Good distribution back out to the far side. O'Brien. Spector just can't keep that in play, unfortunate. And this might be a timeout. I'm not sure which team called it. Probably Lexington, as they were in possession. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But as we know, sometimes timeouts can just be pulled out of thin air and called whenever. But Coach Mike Shanna had a few words to the ref there about that incident in the midfield with Theagaraja.
The non-foul takedown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff, 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Down 1-0, obviously giving up more chances to Lexington than you've generated. What are you looking for in the sort of the final minutes here to end out the end the half?
Honestly, I would love to just see one, maybe two more reasonable offensive possessions. Get the ball, into the Lexington last 30 yards. You know, have a little possession, move the ball. You know, if we could get a shot off, that would be great. You know, what I was going to say earlier is, you know, I have to believe Arlington has conviction that they can score against this team. And even though it was a scoreless tie at Lexington, they've scored against Belmont. They scored 2 more against Belmont a couple nights ago. They scored 4 the opening game against Belmont. They've scored against Winchester. Like, they're capable of scoring against good teams. So we just got to see a little bit more offensively. I don't think we're going to leave this game, no matter what, where we had 10 or 12 excellent chances. We need to get a half a dozen, 8 really good chances over the course of the game. We've had 1. So if we get another 1 or 2, and then obviously we need to figure out, you know, how do we tighten up that back? How do we stop giving up, you know, whether it's a through ball, whether it's over the top, how do we protect ourselves against it? And again, Arlington likes to play the high line, and Lexington seems to be doing a really good job. I mean, for my usual set of complaints about, you know, the people in green tonight, you know, no complaints about the offsides calls.
Nope.
You know, Lexington seems to be making extraordinarily well-timed runs.
Well, Jeff, that, I mean, I think you're kind of alluding to it. That was going to be my point. I mean, yeah, sure, great to see some opportunities and great, you know, you create a couple of chances. Shore up the defense. Let's not give any, you know,
Correct.
I would like to see the Spy Ponders not give up any more chances to Lexington in this half and see if they can create some on their end.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to is strong, but it would be very beneficial to keep it at 1.
And we know they have the quality, and it's really up to attitude and effort.
Yep.
We've seen them be down 1-0 with 5 minutes left, and you see this spark and this energy for 5 minutes.
Great
for the
throw from
last 5
Spector
minutes.
comes in.
They need to do that the rest of the game.
Agreed.
And that's how you beat good teams.
Yeah.
The garage does well to find Barry. O'Brien turns. She might like her chances. Bounces one into Pim.
That's very much within her range.
Good track back from Hannah Barry. Again, Lexington continue to play in those wide channels. Ortiz de Rosa likes her chances from afar, but just playing catch with Mojo Maxwell. Maxwell out towards Radoslavich, who advances it on. And Callahan plays a hopeful ball across the field, but Lexington back in control. Nice ball over the top. Dahlia Carr forced to play it out and does well to play it off of Lexington and does win the goal kick.
That was one I didn't see it really a touch there. Ref was in a good spot, but we can call it even now.
Yep.
We can call it even.
At least for the end calls.
Yeah.
I will say though, right? Like even when Lexington plays the hopeful ball or the searching ball, it goes right to one of their players.
You teach them to play into space, and they're playing into space in the corners, and they're up for that. And Arlington, I don't think is quite come around and realize that that's where the ball's going to go.
Yeah.
Bit of a mishead from Lexington there. And fortuitous bounce, but Lexington keeps control. Stern pressures. And this will go out of play. Good pressure from Hannah Stern. Wins that throw-in. Tessa McCulloch. And 3 Spy Ponders, yet Lexington still keeps control.
Good job by Micah.
And this is going to be kept in play. And there's Wu. Nice job playing it out to the far side. Over the top. Should be an easy play for Maxwell. Great punt from Maxwell. Finds O'Brien and Stern. Gets it out to Radoslavich. O'Brien finding Stern on that near side. Stern tries to hold it up, but is dispossessed. But Lexington can only clear it as far as Hannah Berry. There's Wharton. Darling, smart soccer, sees that out.
Lexington bench making sure to step as far back from that ball as possible.
Definitely feel the temperature dropping here at Peirce Field. Game started in the low 50s, expecting to be around the mid 40s by the end.
Yeah, I wish I got that memo.
One by Spector. Up towards O'Brien.
That's proper striker play from number 3.
Finds Darling. Radoslavich.
Oh,
and Pim is able to collect, but Jeff, there's your opportunity.
Yeah.
Good work, good
There.
hard work from Lexi
Absolutely.
O'Brien. Good cross in from Darling.
They're knocking at the door.
Well done from Theogaraja. Now McCulloch finds Darling. Now O'Brien.
Addie Darling really running the offense at the moment.
And Spector with some great individual defense there.
Took a few too many touches after winning the ball,
Yeah.
but and I think Jeff will agree with me there. But that
Oh,
was
completely.
that was textbook defense.
The defense was great.
Yes.
Just love picking her pocket.
Yeah. She at the end of the day, she got what she really wanted. It was the long throw.
Throw.
Yeah.
It's all about the throw.
Yeah.
She'll get another
And,
chance
and she'll
here.
get another one, and this one's not going down the line. I'll tell you that.
Inside 3 minutes. Radoslavich first to it. Theogaraja does really well. Darling with a little space. She lets fly, deflected. Stern.
Win a corner.
Spy Ponders looking to find a way through this Lexington defense in the waning minutes of the first half. And it really has been all Arlington since that timeout, I have to say. Really good ball from Micah Niles looking for Hannah Stern. It'll be a deep throw for the Spy Ponders as we're just inside 2 minutes in this first half.
And in a game like this is where you have Spector come from left back to take this throw in. You got to get the ball in the box. That's where the chances are going to come.
Spy Ponders looking for that equalizer before halftime. But Lou, to your point, that throw goes right to Lexington.
And I know from my inside sources, I know they've reverted to that in tournament games before. And if you're going to be in the tournament, this is the type of game it's going to be like.
Yep.
I don't know. It might just be me, but any chance to get the ball into the corridor of uncertainty, you
gotta
do it.
take it.
You do it.
Or just create a little bit of chaos. You get,
Yeah.
you get a ball that bounces once or twice inside the 6-yard box. Anything can happen.
The pros have reverted to the long throw now. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Brentford's first goal against Liverpool this weekend. Long throw into the box, header back across, volley, goal.
So you're saying Spector has a chance in the Prem?
I mean, if she's playing with the likes of Dango Watara, yes.
Watch out, women's prem. We could only dream.
To be fair, the fields they are playing on are not
Massive.
like the narrow confines here.
I was going to say, I mean, and just not watching it regularly, I mean, how far are those guys throwing the ball?
I mean, honestly, these fields lengthwise are pretty similar in length.
But
It's
widthwise.
just this field specifically is very narrow because it's inside a narrow track.
Yep. Seconds ticking down here in the first half. Lexington Minutemen with a 1-0 lead over the Arlington Spy Ponders. But I would say Arlington has grown into this game after conceding a number of early chances.
They are definitely lucky to only be behind 1-0 with the upper foot at the moment.
Looked on by O'Brien. Ortiz de Rosa lays it back. Darling will be able to track this down. Incredible speed from the sophomore, junior. And wins that deep throw. Spector's going to get one more chance here.
As the clock is in the referee's hands.
Smart play from Odasevic. Gets the cross out to Spector. And Lexington does clear the lines. And that will do it for the half. So, for Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan, our great crew from ACMi Sports, Dean Regret, Josh Zykorie on the cameras. My name is Phil Ryan. We're going to take a break for halftime and be back for the second half. And we are back at Peirce Field at Arlington High School for this Middlesex League girls varsity soccer match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and Lexington Minutemen. Lexington enjoying that 1-0 lead, goal coming in the 10th minute. Arlington weathering some pressure after that, but growing into the game and putting some pressure on the Minutemen in the final 10 minutes. My name is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan. Great crew from ACMi Sports running the production tonight. Our producer Raj Kachin, Josh Zykorie, and Dean Regret on our cameras. Jeff, new 40 minutes here, down 1-0. Changes you'd like to see in this second half?
Honestly, it's not even so much change. It's more what we saw for those last 10 to 15 minutes. Arlington got back on the gas. They didn't really give up too much on the other end. Again, like anything else, right? Like, you have to put some pressure on the other team. Maybe just to start getting in their head a little bit, maybe get them to take a half a step back. Because if we're playing on the back foot the second half, it's going to be a long second half.
I mean, I'd be interested to hear what the conversation was on the Lexington bench because, the Spy Ponders were putting that pressure on, as you said, in those last 8 to 10 minutes of the half. And, Lexington may need to rethink a couple things as they want to get back the momentum that they enjoyed for most of that first half.
Yeah.
Seniors back on the field for the Spy Ponders. Niles steps up. Stern, smart header out towards Radoslavich. Lexington with a throw in front of the scorer's table. And Wu controls in the midfield. Goes out to Darling. Trying to find Bagnall. There's Lucas. Spector does really well. Good first touch from Ortiz de Rosa past Zykorie.
What a great ball.
Through ball out there, closed down by Carr. Thought she won the throw.
Thought she did too,
I don't
but
disagree with her.
Both referees were over 40 yards away.
And a chipped ball in will find its way to Mojo Maxwell.
Do we have a different ref?
Nope. They stay on their respective half, I believe, but
switch. Sides of the field?
Yeah.
Looking for Bagnall. Good pressure from the senior goalkeeper / forward.
I mean, we had to wait, 25 minutes until the first Spector long throw of the first half?
Not in the second half.
I mean, the fans should be on their feet right now.
Especially the Lexington parents.
Early opportunity here for the Spy Ponders.
Into the corridor. That had a bit of extra oomph.
Back to Spector. Cross goes to the near post. Easy play for Pim.
That's all right, though.
Well won by Zykorie.
That was one with authority.
It was.
I haven't seen her play much at the 6. I like that setup. She's doing well. There she is again.
Composure is a word I would use to describe her.
Well done from Hannah Berry. Finds Stern out to Radoslavich. Lofted ball in towards Bagnall. Lucas can't quite find the target. Nice play from the Spy Ponders all around. Great play from Berry there. Radoslavich plays a dangerous ball. Bagnall challenges for it. It falls its way to Lucas. Temperature continues to drop as Jeff Spector has broken out the hand warmers here in the booth.
Yes.
Huge shout out to Raj. Definitely keeping my hands somewhat functional.
Because you need your hands so much for commentary.
You really do. It's also nice to be able to feel my toes.
Yeah, see, that's the one I'm struggling with right now.
A lot of numbers for Lexington, snuffed out by Addie Darling.
This is that time of the year where I'm like, why do we ski again in the winter?
Good turn. It's Bracken on the far side, and Lexington can't find the target either. Back and forth play here at Peirce Field. Substitutions for the Spy Ponders.
Tessa McCulloch.
And Serena Doman.
Yeah.
Darling will move.
Back to her favorite left wing, I think. Yeah, a lot of winter hats in the stands. And it's really become fall. We've had a few warmish days, but
Radoslavich with a head of steam does really well. That's the kind of energy the Spy Ponders will need.
yeah. And it's good to see that within 5 minutes into the second half.
It's also contagious, right? Like
Exactly.
you get a couple girls doing it, and third one will pick in, fourth, fifth.
Great work from Radoslavich. Finds Stern. Look to get the cross in. Blocked by Lexington. Stern continues.
You have to want to run through a wall. Sorry, that was a tongue twister right there. I won't be watching that one back.
Carr just plays it safely out, allowing teammates to recover. Lexington with the throw in front of the Spy Ponder bench. And they'll get to do it again. There's Ortiz de Rosa. Blocked by Tessa McCulloch, does well. And Niles with some good marking there. Smart goal side marking from the junior. And wow, really impressive play from the Minutemen. And Maxwell just says thank you for touching the ball to my hands.
Again, just super high quality.
Radoslavich in some space again. Does well. Gets it back from Stern.
This is where you want to try to get it into the box, in these areas.
Now Doman with her first touches. Nice idea to Radoslavich.
Oh,
Looking
she
forward.
saw the run of Addie Darling.
Good look. Wharton loses the handle a bit. Sorry, Moeller, who may have had that handball on the sidelines.
We'll never know.
Now this is Wharton, but McCulloch well positioned, but
I saw a possible offside there.
and Carr clears the danger. Wu in control.
This is where you got to press up if you're Arlington.
Smart from Thiagaraja. Now Darling on the far side. We get a cross in, but Ortiz de Rosa is there, and they look to go direct. But this will go all the way to Maxwell.
Who says thank you very much.
Goes over Wu. Doman. Radoslavich chases. And Carr there to play it out, but good run from Ortiz de Rosa. Subs for both teams. Took McGowan back in the game for Hannaberry.
She had a very good first half, McGowan. I mean, that one big chance came from her run down the sideline and the cross in.
Odalia Carr does really well there. Lexington now. Possessed through Wu. Dispossessed. Hannah Stern. Wu does well to recover. Carr heads to Thiagaraja. McCulloch. Back to Maxwell.
Was well done from McCulloch under pressure there.
Lexington starting to put a little more pressure on the Spy Ponders now. And that looked to be...
Referee on the far side loves
offside.
doing like a baseball safe sign, which I'm
not sure what
last
that
time I checked that.
Is that in the soccer referee handbook?
I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure it is not.
Pim will come out and get this in the corner of her box. Lexington chooses to play short. Carr finds Doman. Close quickly, but Darling does really well to get that first touch in.
Nice
Finds
ball.
Radosevich. And now McGowan. Ponders looking to get a shot off. Good run from Stern.
She's inside.
It was good intricate ball movement by the Spy Ponders there.
And Lexington is forced to play it out. It'll be a throw-in. Zykorie's going to come in now for Hannah Stern. McCulloch gets it to McGowan. This will go out of play again. 29 minutes remaining here at Peirce Field. Lexington still with that 1-0 lead. Coming with a 10th minute goal.
It was Radosevich got replaced and Darling got slotted back into the midfield. So Lexi O'Brien could go up top, I think.
I'd like to see Radosevich back in the game. She had a really good start to this second half, brought a lot of energy.
A lot of energy and skill.
And physicality, which she always does.
Yeah.
So Spector now here at midfield.
And that's just Lexington wanting the ball more.
But, I don't mind that from Lexi O'Brien. She's anticipating maybe a mistake from the defender. And as a striker, and you know this, Luke, you can take those chances.
Yeah. And the whistle has not been heard again. And we have a phantom foul in favor of the Spy Ponders. Jeff, did you see what happened there?
I think Lexi O'Brien might like her chances here.
Yeah.
And
As
she's gonna ask
Lexington tries to delay the restart.
And the referee's really not paying attention.
He's not. This is where if I'm Lexi O'Brien, I say,
It's
hey,
like 6 yards.
It's a football field.
It's 6.5 yards. I mean, add a half to
Well,
3/4 of a
all I say is it's a football field.
Yeah.
O'Brien, dangerous ball, and it's in!
That's a goal.
Lexi O'Brien ties it up with a direct kick from 35. Great stuff from the sophomore.
Beautiful.
Adding to her team-leading goal scoring with her 7th of the season.
She took notes from a senior that I'll name, and her name's Izzy Matheson. Someone who knows how to take a free kick. And, hey, I remember, I think it was sophomore Saturday. Oh, and here we have a replay. I mean, that was just fantastic. What a strike from O'Brien.
Excellent placement.
And I will say sophomore Saturday, we saw Lexi O'Brien put one off the crossbar from a similar spot.
Yep.
And I think she learned from that, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
1-1, game on.
The next 3 to 5 minutes are, I think, are going to be interesting, right? How does
Crit-
Lexington
critical.
respond?
Critical.
And then how does Arlington hold up? And does Arlington just stay on the front foot and not really try to give Lexington an opportunity to, turn it back on?
McCulloch finds Zykorie. Good move. Darling on that far side. Lots of speed and energy.
You can sense a kind of a shift in momentum.
Luke, and you said that was a phantom foul, and I don't think anyone saw what happened in that.
Sometimes the green team's against you, and sometimes they give you an opportunity. And that is the beauty of high school soccer.
We'll go back and look at I don't know if it's the beauty of it, but we'll go back and look at the tape.
The only beauty I see is if they're all supposed to even out over the long run, we're owed about 75 calls.
Well, but that's you as a fan of the Spy Ponders. That's what you think. How do you think that?
No, that's a completely unbiased, fully rational, by the book.
Sure.
Completely objective.
Completely objective.
Sure.
I mean, there's no rose-colored glasses here. I mean,
absolutely not. You're rooting for both teams equally, Jeff.
100%. It's just about getting a quality game.
So Spy Ponders have done really well to work themselves back into this game and tying it up with Alexi O'Brien free kick. And she's back on the ball. And does well to find Darling. Goes 1v1. I think she's looking for that space for Spectre to fill, but Darling does not stop.
No quit.
Spectre almost finds Doman. Niles will step in.
I don't think I've seen a player yet on another team match the grit of Addie Darling.
Agreed.
There it is again.
She, much to the dismay of the Lexington fans who thought that was a foul.
Well, the ref on the far side had the whistle in her mouth and did not blow it.
Well, maybe her hands were cold.
Brian dispossessed. She does well to track back. And Lexington looking to go direct. Easy play for Maxwell. Lexington probably a little surprised to have conceded the tying goal after really dominating the first 30 minutes of the match.
And hey, if you're the Spy Ponders, though, this is senior night. I would be shocked if not everyone out there is giving it 110%. This is a big night under the lights against a bitter rival Lexington. People should be turning up for this game.
See Radoslavich back in the game.
And it just took them a little bit to do that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, first 15 minutes of this half has been all Arlington.
Darling a little bit shaken up on the sidelines next to Coach Sheno. We hope to see her back in the game as well. Hopefully just tired from, as you said, Luke, giving 110% the whole time she was out there.
I mean, she just slide tackled on turf. That is not not something that's fun to do.
Especially on this turf.
Yeah.
Lexington getting about 10 extra yards on the throw, but savvy play.
It was a savvy play that was quickly shot down from the ref on the far side. She had eyes in the back of her head, Phil.
I'd say good refereeing on that far side. And we lose the scoreboard.
But the lights stay on.
That ball goes over Tessa McCulloch. She does well, though, to
She does do well
see
there.
that ball out of play and just hold the player off. Good physical play from the junior. And she'll get to throw it in again. Scoreboard comes back on. 23 minutes remaining in this match. 1-1. Spy Ponders and Minutemen here at Peirce Field. Good turn from O'Brien. Finds McGowan. And quickly converged on.
Serena Doman was wide open on that far side there. We just needed one more pass. But that was a tough one for McGowan. She had three Minutemen kind of right around her when she received the ball.
Long throw from Spectre. McGowan does well to bring it down and plays it off of Lexington. Spectre will get to do it again.
I was a throw-in from the defensive third to the offensive third.
Looking for Radoslavich and O'Brien.
Good play.
Carr just plays out. But again, Lexington just hopeful balls forward.
They're not quite finding that That quarter of certainty. It has become uncertain once again.
Well, I'm sure the conversations with Coach Mike Shena will be close down those wide channels, looking for those through balls, which obviously Lexington was exploiting in that first half, and I think the Spy Pounders done a good job at defending against them.
Yeah. But we know Lexington is dangerous.
Cross comes in, and
proving my point.
Some shaky marking from the Spy Pounders.
Yeah, that was a good ball though. Kind of whipped in behind the line of defense.
Maxwell won by Lexington. Brought down by Ortiz de Rosa. And looking to go direct again. Maxwell off her line. Does really well to collect that one. Under a bit of pressure, but
Jeff was a little worried there. I had all the faith. Maxwell does that 10 out of 10 times.
She does. I mean, truthfully, like
great turn from Radoslavich.
Radoslavich is in the zone right now.
Zykorie trying to find O'Brien.
It was a good thought. It was a good thought. That was the run and that was the ball, just a little bit too much on it. But Radoslavich, I mean, she's
brilliant stuff this half for sure.
Yeah.
She came to play on senior night. Lexington back in possession. Good stuff from McGowan.
It's a great tackle.
And a good first touch from Doman. And great pressure from the Spy Pounders. Wins the throw. Darling's going to come back in the match. Good shift from Serena Doman. So clock ticks down to 20 minutes remaining in this 1-1 game here at Peirce Field. Spector goes low. Foot race now.
Talk girls.
Could be a handball.
Talk girls.
Carr.
Good job.
Carr goes down hard. I think I heard Lewis McCulloch wanting a call there.
I'm not sure how that's Lexington ball though. And I really didn't see a foul there. That was a battle, but I thought Lexington kind of just dribbled it out of bounds.
But I agree. How was that Lexington ball?
Clear it.
Well done from the Spy Pounders. O'Brien finding Zykorie.
You got a streaker.
Addie Darling eagerly running forward.
Does really well. Just off that post, but great stuff from Addie Darling and Misha Zykorie.
Zykorie learning from the pass she had about 2 minutes ago, and she got the weight right on that one.
Yep.
Henneberry back in the match for McGowan.
Another good shift from McGowan.
Senior captain back in the game. Radoslavich first to that. Good step from Dahlia Carr. And I really like that idea. Just, we see a lot of balls going forward that end up going to the goalkeeper, and she puts it in a wide space. Really smart play from the senior.
That would be great if there was someone in the middle.
Flicked on to no one in the box. Good step from Niles.
And Luke, that point you just made, right? Like, I was going to say earlier, like, it's one of the things I love about watching this Lexington team is every time there's a cross, there's a runner to the back post. Every time there's a ball into the middle, there's someone chasing it, and in case the goalie mishandles it.
Yeah.
They always have people pressing forward into, the areas where you could get a deflection, you could get just a redirect. You can do something to get the ball into the net.
And that's really hard to do, is making the run before the pass is played, because most of the time you're not going to get the ball.
Right.
But it's that fraction of a time that you do get the ball and then you're right in front of the goal.
Yep.
And that's hard to teach.
The garage there again. Lexington comes away with it. And
it's one of the few balls I've seen Lexington sort of mishandle,
Mackey
misplay.
unable to control that
And
one on the
she
sideline.
she heard the footsteps of Spectre.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
The hammer is coming.
And unlucky play there. Goes off of Darling for a Lexington throw.
Not much Darling can do about that one.
This will be Phoebe Bracken, captain for the Minutemen, taking this throw. Wharton back in the game. Stood up by Barry. A nice little small ball with Darling. It's going to be a bit hard for Dostovich, but maybe she was looking for McCulloch.
Who was hiding behind the Lexington player. I really thought that was a ball just to no one.
McCulloch literally popped up.
No, she was hiding.
And Carr plays that off of Lexington. Well done from her. Throwing on the far side for the Spy Ponders. This will be Tessa McCulloch. Finding Zykorie does well to hold that up. Great work from Misha Zykorie.
And that's the fight we want to see.
Heavy touch from McGowan, but finds a teammate. And there's that play in behind on the sideline.
We get the safe signal.
And I'm not sure either ref was
Apparently the runner
positioned
tagged out.
to see that. To see that
I mean,
go out of
you
bounds.
could see it was out of bounds from up here, but hey, you always have to play to the whistle.
You do.
You do.
Was there a Fisher-Price whistle on that one?
I didn't see any signal. That was kind of the players refereeing themselves.
I mean, the call should come from the far side because that's her end line to cover.
I think the call came from Spectre.
Again, I feel like the ref might have made it. I feel like Josh was giving us the thumbs up that the ref blew it.
That possibly.
Ball towards Radoslavich.
It's a great first touch.
Not hard enough to Zykorie. And smart play from McCulloch. Fans urging both the teams on here. Try and break the deadlock. Nice move in the corner for Ortiz de Rosa. Maxwell.
Great play.
Great stuff from the senior keeper. Comes out and grabs that cross. So you can see a replay on that one. Great stuff from Mojo Maxwell. We see good move
Lexington
from Ortiz
as well.
de Rosa. Cross comes in. Maxwell rises above everyone. Claims that one.
You see most goalies kind of flap at that or punch it, but she said that's mine.
And that will go out for another goal kick.
You just can't, devalue or value enough what a goalkeeper like Maxwell brings to a team.
Mm-hmm. Maxwell with a shout to Addie Darling.
Great
and
play.
Puts it right on her foot.
And heavy touch from Lexington. Spectre will get a chance here. She'll play quickly. And ref does not allow her to play quickly.
It was a substitution.
Sub coming in. It's like Summer Shadinger in for Ella Radoslavich. And Spectre finds Theogaraja. Good play from Barry. Now Darling.
This is where Darling's dangerous.
Good cross in.
Who's there?
And it's a goal! Misha Zykorie from Addie Darling. Brilliant stuff from the Spy Ponders.
Beautiful.
Darling goes one-on-one, gets that left-footed cross in, crosses it far enough away from the keeper, and Zykorie making that run. And we see the replay. There's the one-on-one move.
And Jeff, this is how we talk about with runners. Look at Zykorie get right in front of her man.
Exactly.
Great play there. Spy Ponders take the 2-1 lead.
Phenomenal cross, but again, the runner.
It's the runner.
Like, it's hard enough to get the cross. It's hard enough for... Thanks. It's hard enough. It's too much excitement. Microphone's out of the way. It's hard enough to get the cross with the way Lexington's playing defense, but she gets the cross off. But then Zykorie does the hard work too and makes the run. And then to your point, she makes the run in front of the defender.
Yeah, two. I'm not sure if Pim got a hand on that, which may have slowed the defender down, but Zykorie in the right place to put that away.
Goal scored by number 1, Zykorie, assisted by number 10, Addie Darling.
Here's this replay again, and Darling does really well with that left foot, and I do think Pim got a hand on it.
It's like deflection.
And that's what allowed the Lexington defender was running in, and Zykorie just anticipates where that was headed. Great stuff. 2-1 lead now for the Spy Ponders here on senior night. 12:49 remaining. While we have a break in the action, I will take a minute to remind everyone that this is an ACMi sports production. Numerous Arlington High School sports games and events are filmed and live streamed by ACMi Sports and made possible by both student and member volunteers. If you're interested in helping to produce, film, commentate, or edit the games, please reach out to us at sports@acmi.tv or consider stopping by the press box after a game to find out how you can experience and learn sports production while bringing more sports broadcasts to the Arlington community. Jeff, just under 13 minutes remaining in the game here now with a 2-1 lead.
The kitchen sink, the couches, the dining room table, Lexington is going to start throwing everything at you.
And Maxwell says, thank you very much.
It's just a huge opportunity. I mean, I don't think I'm speaking out of school. I don't think Arlington has been playing their best soccer over the last few weeks. They have an opportunity to get a really, really good result tonight. There's a lot of time to go. You can see the girls are excited. You can see the excitement, but there's 13 minutes. They have to keep that in check, and they have to play smart. They have to play controlled. If there's opportunities there, go put a third one on the board.
Well, you can see the tactical change, too, from Lexington, looking like they're playing 3 up top, putting Ortiz de Rosa at that striker position, and they're going to be throwing numbers forward, Jeff.
Yep.
And this was a game 20 minutes in that Arlington was largely not in. I mean, it was really all Lexington, but last 10 minutes of the first half as Lexington now goes forward.
Cross in, Dahlia Carr is there, and that could be a foul.
Referee has the
Referee
whistle in
swallowed
her
her
mouth
whistle again. Good stuff from Darling. Finds Schadinger. Looking for
Nice
Zykorie,
ball.
the goal scorer.
Nice ball.
Does well to cut inside. Let's fly with the left foot. Deflection.
Confidence.
Love it.
Confidence from number 1 right now.
And then you got O'Brien making the run.
Yeah. But this is where Arlington can get stretched a bit.
Right.
Like, you got to know what the score of the game is right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna push up, that's great.
Yeah.
But then you better double time back.
Yeah, I think the midfield defense is going to be critical now for the Spy Ponders.
Which is a complete 180 from what it's been the entire game right now. Like
Correct.
the whole mindset needs to switch. I'm not saying take off the offense because that seems to be working right now, but there needs to be a bit of respect for Lexington's offense and what they can produce, and you got to stop that.
Thiagaraja to Schadinger. Does well to keep possession. Finds Thiagaraja again. And good job from Avery Spector. And puts it in a dangerous place. But well played by Lexington, keeping possession in the back. They play through Wu. Good build from the Minutemen. And Spector might see this all the way out, but she chooses to play out.
Yeah, I think that was the
Probably
smart
a
play
safer
there.
play.
Yeah.
Substitutions for Lexington as we're inside 10 minutes. Spy Ponders with a 2-1 lead. Go-ahead goal coming from Misha Zykorie. Good turn from Lexington. Top of the box, Barry, though.
Another really good ball.
And O'Brien, good touch from Lexington. Looking to go direct. And Maxwell will be able to come get this one.
I want to talk to the ref and ask what these signals are for. Like, is it safe? Is she going in for a hug? I think
it's the latter. I think it's a hug.
A hug?
Yeah, I mean, she's not in line with
Ortiz de Rosa almost keeps that in
I believe
play.
that was out of bounds, yes.
Yep.
That was a proper hand signal.
And a whistle.
Yes. I shouldn't be acting so surprised.
So we know that neither of these teams can win the Middlesex League, and right now Winchester and Belmont are playing for the league title. I've not heard any updates on the score. If anyone has the live stream, we can check on the score from Belmont. If Winchester wins or ties, I believe Winchester will win the Middlesex League. If Belmont wins, they win the Middlesex League.
It's a strong league.
Winchester's only loss coming earlier in the season to Belmont in the league. And Winchester also just beat Concord Carlisle 4-0, number 6 in the state.
But as we know from experience, it is very hard to beat a team twice.
It is.
And I think our night in Belmont, was it last week?
Yeah.
Is proof of that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't enjoy losing here, and then especially in the fashion that they lost.
Yeah, it was sophomore Saturday.
It was sophomore Saturday.
Good shit.
That was a good day. That was a good day, Jeff.
That was a great day.
It was really the one big blemish on Belmont's record all season, giving up 4 goals. Good turn from Zykorie, plays it off of Lexington. At least she thinks she does, and the referee agrees.
It's either a free kick or
a throw-in.
Saw a bit of a tug on the shirt, but
and then it's Ariana Lindgren who came in for Shadinger. Ortiz de Rosa, Wharton closed down by Darling, but Lexington maintains possession, and now with some space, Darling closes that down really well and wins it.
Gets the crowd on her feet, Addie Darling.
Finds O'Brien, but Wu is back.
Relentless is Addie Darling.
And Lexington just looks to clear the lines.
But this is where Arlington can't get complacent.
You really want to see that hustle back from the midfielders.
Like, if you're willing to do the work to go forward, you got to be doing that times 100 to get back.
This is one Maxwell does really well to save before it goes out for a corner.
I mean, that was almost
smart play
over the trees into the bike path, but I think I did see it come down.
But Maxwell saw that deflection, I think came off Carr, and smart play by the keeper. Ortiz de Rosa trying to get that cross off. Carr positioned well to clear that out. 6 minutes remaining. 2-1 Spy Ponders. Lexington fans urging their team on. Trying to find the equalizer now. Dangerous ball. That, Jeff, is the quarter of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Looking for the shot over the top.
I was uncertain of what was going to happen there.
Another unbiased comment?
Yes. I may have been invoking a higher power. I'm glad that they are on our side, at least in that moment.
No, but a great example of just, it's too far for Maxwell to come out. It's bouncing around, dangerous play, 50-50s. And Spector, really good job.
And those really haven't been called today. I mean, I didn't think that was a foul. I'd say half the crowd did, but.
Oh, and that could have been a Spy Ponder ball again, but the referee sees it differently. This Bracken here, or Mackey here on the near side.
5 to go.
And Stern now. Not that we want a time waste, but this is really want to keep some possession here. An unfortunate turnover. And Carr finds Niles. And McCulloch does well to clear to Stern.
I mean, Phil, you were a center back. What Dahlia Carr just did is probably one of the hardest things to do as a defender.
Those balls, Luke, that are bouncing and spinning towards you, trying
as
to
you're
head
running
out,
back,
it's incredibly hard. Spy Ponders. Good job from Tessa McCulloch. It'll be a Lexington throw. Clock winding down, but Lexington putting pressure on the Spy Ponders. Darling will win that one. And Stern shuts that down. Really nice job from the senior.
This is one you don't really see called anymore because it's actually not a rule. But
you do in high school soccer, Luke.
Do you?
With these refs, you do. Yes.
Well, it was playing on the ground, and it's going to be an indirect free kick.
Where you see the hand raised.
Yep,
correct?
the hand is raised.
So dangerous free kick opportunity for Lexington here.
And this is where you see,
remaining.
I want to see Dahlia Carr attack this. What?
Yep.
Spoken into existence.
Yeah. I mean,
On command.
the ball's a magnet.
Keep coming out wide.
Really nice stuff.
And this is where you want to see them cover for Spectre. And I think that's what Addie Darling has just done.
Look at that composure from Thea Garaja, though. That's what you were saying earlier. Spectre shut down. And she says she's sorry.
She didn't mean it.
I don't think she did. Nice. That's a really nice ball from Hannah Berry.
And that's what Lexington was doing in the first half. It's those balls in the space really caused the defense trouble.
And Lingard's going to get called for a foul there. Luke, do we have the time remaining?
Ooh, quick restart. Girls got to be ready.
Yeah, just under 3 left on my unofficial watch.
Step up.
Lexington plays it in, but
Get rid of the ball.
Niles is there, as is Darling.
Great job, Darling.
And you saw that open space, and she is just offside.
Billy.
Just offside. And this is where you want to see Spectre take her time if you are an Arlington fan.
I think her left shoe needs to be retied, actually.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
Her right? Was it her right shoe?
Spectre with the free kick. Falls to Darling.
No, get through.
Plays that hopeful ball into
Jeff,
the
I
middle.
love how you hide your bias. I love it.
I'd like to think I own it.
And that'll go out of play. Substitutions for the Spy Ponders, getting close to 2 minutes here.
Yep.
And this will be a referee stopped the clock.
This is a dangerous ball in the middle. You don't want to be playing a square ball across the middle.
Nope.
Good recovery from Tessa McCulloch. And she does well to get back and makes the play.
Very well. And that's going to be off Lexington.
Oh, it's great stuff from the junior. McCulloch with the throw in. And Lexington comes with Ortiz de Rosa, dangerous. And closed down really well by Dahlia Carr, but it will be a corner kick for Lexington late in the game here. Inside 2 minutes, Lexington rushes over to take the kick.
They've brought everyone forward.
Far side corner for the Minutemen.
If you're Arlington, you need to win this first. And that was
nice flick on
by Thea Garaja, got there first.
Quarter of uncertainty, Dahlia Carr. Spectre. And there's Darling.
Run through it. Run through it.
And Darling plays it off of Lexington, and if Spectre's going to let this go out.
And this is
and
where
does
her
really well. Take your time. It'll be a Lexington throw.
And we have, on my watch, we have 20 seconds to go.
There
and
we
that
go.
will do it for the game.
There's a senior night.
Maybe we don't have 20 seconds to go.
Huge win for the Arlington Spy Ponders, conceding early, weathering tons of pressure in that first half, grew back into the game, really starting at the 10-minute mark remaining in the first half, and 2 second-half goals from the Spy Ponders get the 2-1 win. Goals coming from Misha Zykorie and a brilliant direct kick from O'Brien. Jeff, thoughts?
A senior night to remember.
Your hands are cold, Jeff.
My hands are cold. My heart is warm. What a game. Honestly, loved the fight. What I loved most about this, though, they have one more game, a game against Wellesley on Wednesday, and then we head into the playoffs. But here's what I like about it. You just beat Lexington. You've beaten Belmont. Winchester's Winchester.
And here's the replay of Lexi O'Brien's free kick. I mean,
beautiful.
That's a strike.
You couldn't put it in a better spot.
You got to put it on target. And, yeah, I mean.
Again, the Arlington girls, though, and I've heard a lot of people say this, they seemingly play up to better competition. And I hope what this makes them realize heading into the playoffs is if you play your game, if you play aggressive, if you play the right way, on any given day, anything is possible.
Yeah,
and that's all it takes in
I
soccer.
totally agree with that. And I do want to add just one thing about this game. I think it's number 23, Kavya Thiagaraja, who is a sophomore, who, I mean, she played a large part of that game at the 6, which is not an easy position to play.
No.
And she showed up for it. She was a very calm presence in the midfield who made no mistakes. Everything was 1-2 touch to a teammate. And that's really hard to do in a game like this.
And look, I'd say a lot of players stepped up. Even players that normally are on the field, like, saw a lot of energy from, and players that, you know, as you said, like Thiagaraja, you know, playing in that 6 just really showed up tonight. So great overall performance from the Spy Ponders.
In the last 60 minutes of the game.
Fair enough.
The last 60 minutes.
So Spy Ponders, one more regular season match, a non-league match against Wellesley, I believe number 3 in the state right now. Will be a tough game here at Peirce Field on Wednesday to close out the season, but a great 2-1 win on senior night for the Spy Ponders. So for Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan, Josh Zykorie, Dean Reggard on the cameras, great ACMi sports production crew, Raj Kachin running all the production, our producer. My name is Phil Ryan. I'd like to wish everyone a good evening.